Drunk screaming man can go first.
Yes.
No, I'm only screaming because they're unintelligent mongrels.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you didn't drink that much at the bar.
Well, I couldn't because I wasn't getting my discount.
Yep. It's all Charles's fault.
Everything's Charles's fault. Even the Hillichurls.
All I want is drink. Okay, I want to open with a bang by using. I know we don't have our elemental bursts, but we do have our elemental skills, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna open with my elemental skill towards this first Hillichurl there, right at the cart.
Okay.
So let's see. Does this work? I give you perfect. And abilities there is. Okay.
I believe it is a line 3 for your skill, right? Because you shoot like a flaming sort of, like a trail of flames.
Correct. Yeah, it's basically like heat blasts like outward from the sword. Blazing erudite.
3 successes. All right. The Hillichurl directly in front of you, so it is just short of the other Hillichurl. Just this first one is going to be hit. It has a defense stat of 1 since it has a shield, so it will suffer 2 damage in total. This Hillichurl is immediately taken aback by seeing a flaming sword and a gout of flames rushing at him. He quickly brings his wooden shield to bear, blocking some of the damage. However, his shield is now on fire, and it is flailing about and screaming a lot. Was that all you were doing, Heine? How much stamina does your skill take? I'm seeing 2 stamina. So you have 1 more stamina left, so you can do something, like either move or defend or something.
You know what? I'm gonna stay where I am.
Out in the open.
Alright. At least take like the defense action, since it takes 1 stamina.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll defend.
Might as well.
Hold up my oversized sword as a shield.
Nice.
Hey, it works. I mean,
If it works, it works.
Alright, Azure, you're up.
So,
I will note that since you are still in the underbrush, the Hillichurls are only currently aware of Heine's presence. They don't know that you or Yinshen are also threats yet. So you do have the element of surprise.
yeah, I was always going to wrap around. I was going to see how much I can wrap around with my stamina.
You should have a base move speed of 5, I believe, is for every character.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to absolutely just use this to reposition
Okay.
quite a bit. Yeah, I think what I'll do is actually maybe move like here and burn through all my stamina and reposition behind him.
Yep, and since you're sticking to the bushes, you should remain.
So it'll be
hidden the
more
whole
of like
time.
a long wraparound. Technically, I'll just be here under hiding.
Alright,
I would burn through my stam.
sounds good to me. While Heine is busting down the front door, so to speak, Azure is wrapping around the side into a flanking position. How does Yinshen respond during all this?
Is this a box about here? Right by the...
Yeah, it's about 5 foot tall. It's like a big supply box.
Okay.
So if you were to say crouch or crawl, they wouldn't be able to see past it. Or
Yeah, I
over
was
it.
gonna say, Yinshen's gonna crouch his way over and kind of roll up to the side of it.
Alright,
And,
you should be able to reach that with just 1 stamina.
Okay, and his vision glows, indicating that he's getting ready to use some vision powers.
Ooh. Starting things off with a bang.
I don't think he can go much farther right now, so I think he'll just stay where he's at.
Alright, so use like the defense action and just pass.
Yeah.
Okay. The first Hillichurl to react is the most brash one, this berserker over here. He's carrying a flaming torch.
Oh god.
He
fight
sees
fire with fire, huh?
Yeah, he sees Heine rushing into battle, carrying a flaming weapon of its own, and it just feels like it can't back down from something like that. It is going to spend its action, first moving 25 feet, and then it's going to use its last bit of stamina to charge straight at Heine. Alright, as it approaches, it attempts to smack you with its club, which will deal 2 damage. You do get to roll your defense action against this.
I will.
2 successes.
Yeah, that macro bar is super useful.
Alright, you have more than enough time, as even though it is pretty quick on its feet, it does have to cover quite a bit of ground before it reaches you. So you have more than enough time to bring your claymore to bear, parrying the blow. It bounces off of your claymore with its torch, and it falls prone on its butt over here. And that is it for him.
I find it kind of funny. He was like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to flirt with them," but I guess he allows this thing to get under him. I mean, gosh, I'm kind of freaky in here.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Indeed.
Listen, Brian's not the type of person to just sit around and talk at a bush. He's gonna go in there and do the job.
Yeah.
The guy's like, "Oh god, your claymore, it's so big." It's like, yeah, it is.
So shiny.
Hey.
The little smaller Hillichurls, they are unarmed, and they immediately react to the scene of what's going on. They kind of shuffle around a little bit, kind of unsure of what to do at first. They are scared of raging fire, and plus they did just see their berserker charge in. So they don't really want to rush in immediately. A couple of them back off into more defensible positions. However, one of them will reach down and scoop up a nearby rock and throw it at Heine, attempting to deal 1 damage.
Defense coming your way.
Defend!
You think a tiny rock is going to be able to make it past my sword?
Just barely, it does not. Alright, still bringing your claymore to bear, the rock bounces off harmlessly.
Hey, we found our tank.
Yeah,
Hey.
just about. Alright, we got 2 more Hillichurls over here, ready to react. They have an interesting mask on their face, emblazoned with the insignia of Pyro. They also wield crossbows. Both of them are going to level their crossbows at Heine, and due to their height advantage, this one is standing on top of the crates, which is on top of a rolling cart. So he's about 15 feet in the air. This one's on top of a table, so he's about 10 feet into the air. Therefore, with their vantage point, they can see Heine from their positions. They'll both take a shot, each one attempting to deal 2 damage.
I feel like one of those I should be able to break the line of sight since this wall right here is technically dividing. So, okay.
You talking about this one here, maybe?
Yeah, the one on the top.
Actually, you do have a good point. Because
Yeah, I
even
think
though
that- 'cause I
he's
think that's
got
just a
height,
table.
this is also got height. So, yeah, true. That one probably would not see Heine. The one across the way would, though.
Yeah, just that
I
one.
mean,
Alright.
just
This
barely.
one here is just going to bring up its crossbow then and kind of look in the general direction, kind of waiting for any sign of danger to come into its line of sight. But yes, the one across the way will still shoot its flaming arrow. Alright, and you have rolled 1 success?
looks like it.
Alright, so you will suffer 1 damage as the arrow grazes past you, singeing your shirt sleeve.
No!
No, don't mess with an anime character's clothing.
Man, my coat is very extensive.
It'll be
It's
magically
alright, Tank.
fixed
We
by
believe in you,
next
Tank.
session.
Alright, and
Now,
finally,
you
the
think
last
I'm a
Hillichurl with
piece of-
the shield. All it is doing is flailing around, trying to put out the flames on its shield. And it is literally spending its whole turn to do that. So it does manage to put out the flames, but yeah, it lost its whole turn. So, goes to Heine again.
The shield broken, or is the
Is
shield
its
still there?
torch still fire? Or?
The shield is still there, but it is very weak. It looks like it could break after a single attack.
I can attack it since it's in the tile right next to me, right?
You'll have to move up 1 tile. It needs to be right next to you for you to be able to reach it.
Dang it. Okay,
So
well.
you can use one of your actions to shift 1 tile instead of like taking a regular movement. That does not provoke any opportunity attacks.
Gotcha. I'll do that then and do a normal attack against it.
Okay. Alright, I'll let you move up, and nice, 2 successes. Alright, you're able to blast through the shield, almost as if it were made of paper. The shield does block 1 of the damage points, so it has suffered 3 damage in total. So the Hillichurl itself is weak. He's carrying a club still, and yeah, his shield just falls apart.
Gonna hit it with another normal attack. And normal
3
attack.
successes. Alright. That final bit of damage is enough to slay the beast, and it falls over quite dead.
Wham!
Bam. One gone. And that is your turn, I believe.
Yes, that's all three of my
All
actions.
right. Azure, back to you.
Oh god, this is tough. So I have two options, and one makes sense, but another one feels like it might be better in the long run. So I think what I'm gonna do is bend 2 movements to kind of just wrap around this way to still stay kind of out of sight, and that'll spend 2 of my stamina, and then I think what I'll do from there is just use my last stamina to defend.
All right.
Because at this point,
Yeah.
I can't attack and get close enough in the same movement, so
It's taking the slow and steady approach. I like it. All right, Yinshen, you're up.
He'll move about here. He'll sneak up behind this guy. He'll use his elemental skill, the Jagged Spear. I think this is the one that lets him...
it's
kind
a
of-
line attack.
he kind of bolts through a chain.
Yeah, this one inflicts them with, looks like a thunderstruck
It
kind of
just
status
goes.
effect.
This one kind of just pierces through,
Yeah, it's like you're literally shooting like a stream of
like
lightning.
this. So I'll just go dash through these two with a big bolt of purple lightning.
Again, I don't think you are able to dash through with it.
Oh, the lightning bolt will.
Yeah, but the lightning bolt will pierce both of them. Since you rolled 2 successes, that means you rolled 2 fails. So if you just want to quickly roll 2 more for me, because if the enemies
I'll
suffer
just-
disadvantage, it's kind of like you suffer or you gain
So I
advantage.
just click it again.
No, just roll 2 more. 2 more
more.
d6,
Two
and
more
you can just click base roll, I think.
yeah, you can hit base roll because base roll's 2 dice, and then that might turn some of those fails into successes. All right, it looks like it turned one of them in, so you got 3 successes in total.
Okay.
So that's 3 damage to each of them. They don't have any defense, so they suffer the full brunt of the damage. They are immediately shocked and electrocuted. And that means they are afflicted with your Thunderstruck status. How does that work exactly again?
It says here in the thing, thunderstruck creatures are blinded for the duration.
The skill blinded.
Yeah, because it's like a brilliant flash of light.
Yeah, big purple flash.
And then whenever thunderstruck creatures suffer electro damage, they are deafened.
Alright, so you moved and your Jagged Spear costs 2 stamina, so that should be it for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, the Berserker Hillichurl. It's noticed Heine move past it slightly. So it tries to stand and cover itself to its feet. This will provoke an opportunity attack from Heine. So you may spend one of your reactions to do this. Now, I believe, Heine, you took a feat that gives you extra reflexes, or extra reactions per turn, right?
I did, yes.
Alright, so you should have 3 reactions in total. So you get a total of 3 opportunity attacks per, like, in-between turns that you take. Alright, 3 successes. It does have 1 defense, so it will suffer 2 damage as it stands. You want to describe how that plays out?
I do the cool guy action thing of not even looking at the enemy, but just knowing that they're coming to get me, and I just swing the sword next to me and it whacks them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, he wasn't expecting that, so he clutches his arm, which is now bleeding from the strike. That means he dropped his torch to hold his arm. He is now setting the ground beneath him on fire and starts stamping to put the fire out, and he retrieves his torch. So that takes his whole turn because he's a moron. That is standard Hillichurl fashion, if you ask me.
It's true.
Alright, the other one's here. First off, the blind one, just instinctively not able to see, just lashes out randomly in a futile attempt to fight back at whatever it is that's attacking him. Therefore, he is randomly going to attack one of the 6 tiles next to him. I'm going to start with this top one being 1 and going clockwise 2,
Okay.
3.
And you're
So I'm
gonna
going to roll a
D6
d6 and see which square he is going to attack.
Okay.
1. Alright, so he randomly flails and attacks the top square.
Okay.
He doesn't strike anything. So then he shifts 1, knowing that that area is safe, and he tries another random attack. He attacks straight up above him one more time. Once again, striking nothing. That is his turn. The other blind one here is going to do the exact same thing. It's going to randomly strike 5, which is nothing. It's then going to move into that tile, and then it is going to repeat. And once again, striking nothing but a little bit of wood. The other ones are able to react a little more intelligently. They back off and kind of group up together. And they each, well, the two on the ground at least, each pick up stones. One will throw at Yinshen, and the other one will throw at Heine. So each of the attacks are going to deal 1 damage, and each of you get to defend. However, since neither of you took the defense action, it's basically just a base roll. So if you'll each roll base rolls for me to see if you block this attack. Yinshen does not, so you will suffer 1 damage.
Aw, man!
Man!
Is it the green one?
Your health is, yes, green. And Heine is in good shape, able to deflect the attack.
Hey.
Alright. Alright, once again, the Hillichurls shooter over there loads a flaming arrow into his crossbow and takes aim at you, attempting to deal 2 damage. Alright, 2 successes. You're able to, once again, block the attack. The flaming arrow bounces harmlessly off your blade. The other one does take its eyes off of this area here, where it was scanning for where Heine was supposed to be. It kind of sees him, barely, but a clearer target has revealed itself, that being Yinshen. Therefore, he is going to take aim and shoot at him instead. So, Yinshen, roll a defense roll. Or, not defense, the base roll for me.
Base roll.
2 successes. Alright, so although the rock did manage to ding you, the arrow just barely misses. Alright, moving to the Hillichurl with the shield, who is currently dead. Therefore, he does nothing. Back to Heine.
Well, I
Isn't
would
there a
hope
second
so.
shield though?
Is there?
Yeah, it shows one.
Oh wow, you're completely right. I did not even see him. He hasn't reacted this whole fight, so I'm going to take him out. For continuity purposes.
Aw, poor
If it's
shield guy.
convenient,
More friendly.
You don't exist anymore. No, wait! And it just evaporates.
Thanos snaps to death.
Yo,
Turns into
Thanos
ashes.
stat took out 50%. Can we get 50% of the rest of them snapped out too? Please, thank you.
Once again, we'll quote our favorite Genshin loading screen. Teyvat has its own laws. That will be our
Or
hand
other
waves,
shield guy.
our hand wave solution to anything weird that happens. Teyvat has its own laws.
That's your calling card, is it, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, poor shield guy. Never got a chance to do anything. He just didn't even get a
He
name.
didn't even, yeah, no,
He just stood there and turned into dust.
He turned into dust.
You know, I'll remember you, Bob. I'm naming him Bob. He was my friend.
I mean, at least Hat Guy in the bar had a name.
Reduce.
I know, God. He actually got some action. Everyone else here got action. Not poor shield guy.
He will be remembered fondly. Leave a comment down below paying your respects to Shield Guy.
He had a shield. It's not that impressive.
Better than dude
It
who
was
no longer
pretty
has a
wooden.
hat. It's your turn.
Yes,
My
it is
bad.
Heine's turn, correct.
No troll next to me dead yet?
The one with the shield is. The one next to you has 2 damage on it.
And a stick.
Oh,
And is completely a moron.
Does it stick still have fire?
Yeah, the
I
torch
want-
is still on fire.
I want to bonk him.
Alright, bonk
I want
away.
to bonk him good.
Bonk.
I'm gonna do a charged attack on him.
It has to go to Honey jail.
Alright, it has this 1 defense, so it suffers 3 damage, so it's taken 5 in total. It is still alive, but is clearly
Oh my
in poor shape.
How strong is this Hillichurl?
He's kind of like their leader. He's the berserker. He charges in the battle. He's a skill
Yeah,
fighter.
go tank.
He's
We
the
love you, Tank.
boss.
Mhm. Alright, charge attack takes 2 stamina, I believe, so you've still got 1 more thing you can do.
I'm gonna hit him for a normal attack afterwards.
Alright.
Is it dead yet?
1 more damage is enough to fell the mighty beast.
Does it dramatically
you
drop
may-
its torch?
You may
in slow
describe the
motion?
final blow.
Klein gets bored and just simply noticing how weak it is, decides to finish it off by simply taking the hilt of the claymore and I give it just bonking him on the face.
Yep. Falls over, completely dead.
I just
Yep.
imagine the cartoon bonk noise.
Bonk.
And then afterwards he goes, "For real?"
For real?
Yep. Alright, while all that is transpiring down to the south, Azure remains safe and secluded up above. How does he react now?
Well, now he's actually going to enter the combat after the repositioning, which took forever. But obviously, he's going to use a movement to, like, technically get behind it, so it's kind of a waste of a movement, but still, you know. And then now that it's snuck up behind it, it will just perform a normal attack.
Okay.
So that'll be first, because we'll see how it react.
Yes.
All right. 4 successes.
Oh,
the
yeah.
archer is completely unaware from you as well, so I'll let you re-roll that one fail that you have to see if that turns into a hit. All right.
Nope.
It does not. But 4 damage is
one.
still quite significant. It was not expecting that and trips over itself. Therefore, it tumbles 1 level below and is now prone.
But man, Hillichurls suck.
Yeah, they do kind of suck.
Here's the situation. I don't think I can reach him for an attack. So I think I have to defend here.
Alright, that is reasonable. Alright, Yinshen.
Okay.
Alright, you got a swarm of churls.
What am I gonna do? I can't. It's not a good idea to just spam elemental skill. So can I do a charge attack?
You can. Charge attack lets you dash, so you could dash through this guy.
Yeah. Let me try to charge attack.
I like how we kind of have our roles. We have our DPS, we have the rogue and me, and then we have our tank, who's more of bait, but still a tank.
If you think about it, just wait until I get my elemental burst, because, oh man, am I going to be a glass cannon.
2 more damage is enough to slay the creature. You can describe the scene and reposition yourself how you wish.
Alright. I angle my pole arm just right so I can go straight through it.
Zippy
and then
zip.
I end by planting my feet in the ground so that I stop dashing. And I look back at the fallen Hillichurl.
Alright.
And it looks serious. More serious than maybe expected of Yinshen. I think I'll stand on top of it.
Okay.
So that way maybe I can kind of shove the Hillichurls away.
So, just gonna hunker down with the defense action?
Yeah, on top of the log.
Sounds good.
I'll just pretend I'm on top of the log.
Feeling confident in their overwhelming numbers, the Hillichurls charge.
You know,
One branches
like 3
out
of
to
them
the
died.
side,
One
goes that way,
dust,
and
but...
the other one closes in. And they all attempt to gang up on Yinshen, who is now a clear target. Also, they don't really want to mess with Heine, seeing as how he's swinging a giant
Well, you
flame
know, I
sword
just
around.
impaled through one of their friends and is
Go
dead.
tank!
But, you know, sure.
Well, hey, Hillichurls aren't complete morons. They just usually are. Alright, so each attack will attempt to deal 1 damage.
Okay, so
and
do
each
I
of them will
defend
get
or
2
base roll?
Use the defend action, so you get to
Okay.
roll defend. So each one is going to roll twice against you, because each of them have 2 attacks plus their 1
Whereas-
movement. So you'll roll 6 times in total.
Okay,
And you
one-
only take damage if you roll 0 successes,
2.
because their attacks deal 1 damage.
Okay, is that 6?
Alright, that's 0, so that's 1 damage.
6.
Alright, out of all the onslaughts, you managed to parry all the attacks except 1.
Whoa.
So you'll suffer 1 more damage. But you managed to hold them off fairly well, especially considering how outnumbered you are.
Woohoo! Tank number 2!
Yep. Alright, so, Hillichurl's shooter here. He now has to deal with the fact that his friends have rushed into battle, meaning it is risky to try and shoot at Yinshen.
He also probably
Considering there's a
noticed
chance of
that
misfire.
the other guy fell a story.
He might have heard that, but he's kind of focused in front of him. So he will turn his attention back to Heine this time and take a shot there. So
Nice.
if you'll roll your base roll for me. 1 success, so you will take 1 damage from this.
Ooh.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright. And the other one that was surprised by Azure will stand to its feet, taking 1 of its actions. It will then turn to face the threat and attempt to quickly fire an arrow at him. 1 success. Alright, so in its haste, it quickly fires an arrow, which just skims past you, grazing you. So you only suffer 1 damage. And it's back to Heine.
I am... Let's see, it's 5 tiles per stamina, right?
Correct. Alright, you have this blinded Hillichurl directly in front of you, who has 3 damage on it already. And then you have the group surrounding Yinshen. And of course the snipers off in the distance.
What is the health of the blinded Hillichurl in front?
I cannot reveal its total health, but you do know it has 3 damage on it.
Ah, okay. Well, considering the last Hillichurl I just tried to defeat, I will launch a elemental skill against the Hillichurl in front of me.
Okay. Alright, it has no defense, so it will take the full 1 damage, meaning it has 4 in total. It seems to be on its last leg, so to speak. It appears very weak. Its arms and legs are singed from the fire. Anything else?
1 turn left, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 1 stamina left.
I will guard.
Alright, defend again.
Yep.
Sounds good. Alright, Azure, you're up.
So how much health does the one I already damaged have left?
Again, I won't reveal its total HP, but you do have 4 damage on it.
So I think what I'm going to actually do, and this could either be risk or reward, is use my elemental skill to target both of these guys.
Ah, they are in a line.
A very
And
nice
yours is a line 5, is that correct?
Yes.
So yeah, it'll reach. That'll reach both of them.
So, let's see what happens.
3 successes in total. None of them have any defense. So the first one is completely engulfed in flames, basically evaporating. I'm going to take its whole body off because of that. And the one behind it will suffer the 3 damage. It is surprised. It did not see you there. And I did not like being hit by fire. So it cries out in pain.
Would like to be hit by fire.
Well, I mean, he has a mask with fire on it, so I mean, you know, maybe he likes it.
Masochists would like to be hit by fire.
That is a good point.
Your skill, I believe, yeah, it does cost your whole turn. And
Yeah,
it
and
costs
it
all of your energy particles. So, yeah, you are...
But hey,
done.
he has pyro status permanently.
Yes, he does have pyro stats. Let me see if I have a way to depict that. This kind of looks like smoky flames a little bit.
Yeah, it does
That's
a
kind
little
of the
bit.
closest.
Reminds me of
Alright.
the Mega Evolution symbol.
Yeah, it does, actually, a little bit.
Wait, it's mega evolving?
Oh, that's not
my bad,
good.
guys.
Becomes a Mihoyo now.
Yeah, it's my turn now.
I may have cost us.
Alright, Yinshen, you are up, and unfortunately your situation does not look
Yeah,
too good.
I didn't want to spam elemental skills, but if I'm able to do it one more time, I think I'm going to. It's a little risky, but I think I'll jump down from behind the log.
Okay, so you will take the move action.
Yeah.
Alright, that will provoke, again, an opportunity attack from all 3 of them. So if you'll
All
roll
3, yeah.
your base attack,
My base attack.
or not base attack, sorry, your base
Base roll.
roll 3 times. Alright, you are able to deftly maneuver through all of that.
Ugh. Okay. I'll just throw my elemental skill at the one in front of me. It should hit the 2 of them.
What?
Oh no.
Oh man,
Oh no.
that's unfortunate.
Well, you literally did preface it with, man, I really don't want to use it multiple times. And it kind of seems like the character's like, I can't.
Yeah.
Alright, so what happens is, although you were able to avoid all of the attacks, you weren't quite able to get your proper footing. So
I landed bad.
as you land, you quickly turn to try and fire your lightning, but unfortunately your angle was off just a little bit, so you ended up just shooting it off to the side, missing them.
Run away! Run away!
Alright, it is... unfortunately you can't run, you are out of stamina.
Oh shoot.
So,
I'm stuck.
it is now those Hillichurls' turns. These 2 here will shift around to try and get into a better position to close in on you. And this one will hover back a little bit and scoop up a rock. So all 3 will aim at you again. So if you'll roll base roll for me 3 more times. Alright, you're able to parry all their attacks just fine, so that's good. Other than that, the blinded Hillichurl down here, I think I forgot to control him last time. Whoops.
What was he gonna do anyway?
Yeah, what was he gonna do anyways?
I mean, he was still blinded, so it's like he would have just missed. He might have moved a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Either way, I will have him do his random thing again. It is still a 5. So he attempts to move into this area. He's kind of just blocked by rocks, or not rocks, boxes.
Supplies, boxes.
And so now he kind of moves into this square, and then he
is the most
right
consistent enemy ever.
Yeah, no kidding.
But he's just blinded, so he can't do anything.
He's just like, all right, I can't see. Now, I have been training for this. This is what I need to do right now.
He's hit 4 5s, a 6, and a 3.
Yeah, thank goodness those weren't aimed at you guys.
I know, good thing he's taking it out on the construction. See, he agrees with me. The camp looks a little poorly constructed.
All right. Regardless, it is Heine's turn to react once again.
Oh boy! All right, so I'm going to spend 1 stamina to run up to this guy, and then I am going to do a normal attack against him. Is bam.
Bam. All right. He is super dead. How do you describe that? You know, other than saying that he's super dead.
Mega super dead.
Super special awesome dead?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Then
right.
I'm going to... Let's see, that leaves me with 1 stamina. Dang.
Yeah, so basically you can reposition or defend.
I'll defend again.
It's worked for you so far.
Basically, yeah. When I had more stamina, I was going to launch an attack against the one across from me in the opposite direction. But
Alright, let's see. I will put this on you to indicate that you're dazed. So, being dazed, you get 1 stamina for each of your turns. So, you can do one thing.
Yeah, defend.
Yep. That's reasonable. Alright, Yinshen. Time to redeem yourself.
Here. Can I charge attack through this one?
Sure.
Oh, not to be, like, ruin stuff, but the guy who's burnt never got a turn.
Oh, you know what? Remember when I evaporated his
You deleted
body?
the other one, yeah.
Yeah, that was the token that I used to create the turn order.
It's just like the sword guy. Once you deleted the second sword guy, the first one, even though he's dead, never got his turn order disappeared fully.
I will just, to keep from having to go back in time and repeat stuff, I'll just state that he was so shocked from the fire from Azure's attack that basically he spent his
he's
turn.
burned. He probably had to roll himself off.
Yeah, he had to put himself
Stop,
out
drop,
from
roll.
fire.
Stop, drop, roll.
Alright.